director behind me here is calling it a psychological horror, but I think it's truly a thriller. It reminds me of the really great, tight kind of Hitchcock De Palma movies, Brian De Palma movies from the 70s, like Sisters and Blowout, and so I'm really a big fan of those films. And when I saw the script, that attracted me to it. But it's kind of a revenge thriller. I'm an old school projectionist who's been remaindered, I'm having my revenge at the midnight movie. But you have to kind of really watch it through the eyes of Finn Jones' character, because he gets manipulated by me, and if you buy into his character, he's the only one that knows the truth except for the audience, and as you watch him disintegrate, it gets real frustrating, but then my plot starts to manifest and manipulate.
How did you go about kind of getting into character?
Well, first of all, I felt very comfortable with Phil Hawkins. I loved his script, and I knew the second day that I could surrender my vanity. So I'd gained some weight, and I shaved off my chin, and I grew the rattiest mustache imaginable. And I actually channeled a little bit of the great English actor-director Richard Attenborough. He was in a wonderful film I love called A Seance on a Wet Afternoon, about a famous murders in England. And there was something about the banality of evil in his performance that I wanted to bring to Stewart. And even though that movie is almost documentary realism, and our movie is definitely geared for a certain kind of fun, I still borrowed a little bit, channeled a little bit of Sir Richard. This is a meticulously structured film. Because of the nature of the plot, it has to be. I think maybe there's only like 2 or 3 pages of the script that didn't make the final cut. Yeah, so we had to really be on top of the continuity. Oh yes, and I can remember, I don't want to divulge too much, but Emily Barrington's blouse plays a really great part in this film, and my wife, when she saw it, they sent us a little screener. And when my wife was so creeped out by that scene, which I shall not go into detail on, but because it's that thing where you can suggest something without showing it, but we had to be so. I remember Emily worrying about whether she was, how to wear the blouse, if she was in the right sequence, and I didn't have that much continuity with my wardrobe, but I was also I was different. I behaved differently with everybody in the movie. I had a different personality sort of for everyone in the movie. And then, of course, there's the real story. We all do that in real life, and that was something that Phil let me do.
That's great.
Yeah. Genre's work's been very good to me, and my fans have been very loyal. So I try to do at least one sci-fi, horror, or fantasy film every year or so. And then I just go where I'm wanted. I'm basically a character. I'm an old character actor for hire. I always have been. But, I have 3 movies coming out and some interesting reality television work, which is kind of interesting to dabble in. And I have some more projects on the back burner. So I just go where I'm wanted, go with the flow. I love Last Showing, and I think that Last Showing is probably going to aid my 4th act in show business a bit, But I just finished my 78th movie. I've been making movies since summer of '73, so I'm still here.
Robert, can I grab you now, actually? Thank you.
They're grabbing me.
All right.
Bye-bye.